Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, you're getting a special pass to the John Louis Memory School, where we're going to unlock a superpower for your brain. Get ready because we are about to make learning something kind of tricky an absolute blast.
So let me ask you, does this give you a headache? You see something like QFS2, and you're always just kind of glaze over, right? Your brain feels like it's about to short circuit, and you just try to force it in there, hoping it sticks. Just cramming it in. It's the worst, isn't it?
But what if I told you that you never, ever have to do that again? What if instead of boring notes, you could turn these formulas into an epic blockbuster movie playing right inside your own head? Well, you better grab your popcorn because that is exactly what we're about to do. We're going to make a memory movie. Okay, so every great movie needs a hero, and ours is the one, the only Copper Man. That's Coo for short. Now, I want you to really picture him. He's shiny, he's heroic, and he's got this awesome curly, springy hair made of actual copper wire. Can you see him? Get that image locked in your mind. He's our star. All right, the stage is set. Our hero is ready. It is time for Act 1, The Copper Man's Adventure.
And here's our first scene. Copper Man's at a party, and he's watching this totally spectacular show. The mineral is copper pyrite. Pyre? What does that sound like? Come on, fire! That's it. He's watching an incredible fire show. But he's not watching alone. With him in this scene is one Copper Man, of course. That's our CU. He's with his best buddy, one Iron Man. That's FE. And what are they doing? They're munching on two delicious S-shaped snacks. That's our S2. So let's put it all together. One Copper Man, one Iron Man, two S snacks, CUS2. Boom, you've got it.
Okay, on to the next scene. The fire show's over, and Copper Man walks up to this super shiny, special kind of mirror called a glance glass. He's about to take you guessed it, a glance at his reflection. This scene is for Copper Glance. So he looks into the glass and, whoa, what does he see? He sees himself and his reflection. That means there are two Copper Men staring back. That's our CU2. And what are the two of them doing? They're sharing just one of those S-shaped snacks. Just S. So the formula? Two Copper Men, one snack, CU2S. See how that works?
All right, next up, Copper Man and his reflection buddy decide to play a game. The mineral is CUPRI, cup. What does that immediately make you think of? A cup. They're playing a fun game involving a cup. Now, this story picks up right where the last one left off, so how many Copper Men are playing this game? That's right, two of them, CU2. And what are they playing with? They're using a ball, but look closely at its shape. It's a perfect zero, a big, round, zero-shaped ball which stands for O, for oxygen. So let's see, two Copper Men, CU2, playing with one zero-shaped ball, O, that gives us CU2O. Time for a total change of scenery. Our next mineral is malachite, which is famous for being this beautiful green color. Now, how do we remember that name? Mala, it sounds a lot like malai, which is a beautiful garland of flowers. So picture Copper Man standing there so proud, wearing this absolutely stunning, vibrant green flower garland. Okay, now this formula is a little beefier, so our story has two parts. You ready? First, to celebrate his awesome green garland, Copper Man buys himself a car. That's our C, but this is a crazy car. It has three O-shaped steering wheels. Can you even imagine that? A C with three O's? That gives us CUCO3. Now for part two. He is so unbelievably excited about this car that he just shouts for joy. And what does he shout? He shouts, "Oh!" And he's so happy, he shouts it 2 times. Oh, oh. And that gives us the second part of the formula, CUOH2. You know how every good movie gets a sequel? Well, this one is bigger, badder, and bluer. Our next mineral is azurite, which is this really deep blue. For the name, think Azu, like a powerful blue Azurin, like a mighty demon from mythology. Copper Man has leveled up. So, how do we remember this formula? Well, here's the trick. It's almost the exact same story as malachite, but since he's a powerful Azura now, everything is bigger. The green malachite hero, he only needed one car, but the big blue azurite Asuran, oh no, he is so powerful he needs 2 of those crazy cars. That's our 2CuCO3. And the rest of the story? It's exactly the same. He still shouts O 2 times in joy, which gives us CuOH2.
Okay, let's just put them side by side to really lock this into your brain. Malachite, the green hero, has 1 car, CuCO3. Azurite, the bigger blue hero, needs 2 cars, 2 CuCO3. The second part of the formula, the CuOH2 part, it's completely identical. The only difference is how many cars they're driving.
And cut. That's a wrap on Act 1 of our movie. But now it's time for the director's commentary. We're going to pull back the curtain for Act 2 and uncover the brilliant science that was secretly hidden inside our memory movie all along. This is where it gets really cool.
See, every movie has a cast of characters. And in chemistry, our cast is made up of ions. And they all have these little electrical charges. Think of it like a power level. Copper can be a +1 hero, or a +2 superhero. Oxygen is like a -2 villain, and so on. Now, the #1 rule in the world of chemistry is that the final movie, the compound, has to have a perfectly balanced charge of 0. The good guys and the bad guys have to cancel each other out exactly. So remember our cuprite story, the 2 copper men and that zero-shaped ball? Here comes the aha moment. That oxygen ball actually has a -2 charge. But in this particular scene, our copper man only has a +1 charge. So, how do you balance out a -2 villain with +1 heroes? Well, you need 2 of them. 2 +1s perfectly balance 1 -2. Our memory movie wasn't just a random story, it was secretly doing the science for us.
And what about that crazy Malachite story? In that scene, Copperman is a +2 superhero. And this guy can multitask. His +2 charge perfectly balances the negative charge of that carbonate car. At the exact same time, his +2 charge also balances those 2 O shouts, because each of those has a -1 charge. He's one hero balancing 2 different groups of villains at once. Our story captured that complex combination perfectly.
All right, you've seen the movie, you've learned the science behind the magic. You ready for a pop quiz? Let's do a quick, rapid-fire memory test. Get ready.
First question. Think back to that shiny glance mirror, that scene with the reflection. How many copper men did our hero see staring back at him? Lock in your answer. The answer is 2! Of course it was! And if there are 2 copper men in the story, what does that mean for the formula? It means it starts with Cu2. You got it. See how easy that is now? It's just stuck in your head.
And with that, we have to give a massive, heartfelt round of applause to the creator of these amazing techniques, memory grandmaster John Louis. Turning complex science into these unforgettable stories, well, it's just genius. And it makes learning not just powerful, but really, really fun. So thank you, John Louis. And there you have it. Your brain is now officially packed with the formulas for 5 copper minerals, all thanks to the memory movie method. So the only question left is, what should we tackle next? What's that difficult subject that you want us to transform into a memory movie? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you for the next one.